Hello. Well, today I'm going to talk about Nobody 2, obviously the sequel to Nobody, which I saw this in the theaters too. I meant to watch this film earlier, but I was able to finally see it yesterday. I also got my Los Pollos Hermanos shirt from Breaking Bad, um, which is fairly appropriate, though I do need to get a Better Call Saul shirt. Uh, but anyway, Bob Odenkirk returns as Hutch, RZA as his brother Harry, Connie Nielsen as his wife, and Christopher Lloyd as his dad. Um, in this in this film, well, to summarize, I have a little description and stuff I wrote here. So please apologize for me not looking at directly at you at this time. But workaholic assassin Hutch Mansell takes his family on a much needed vacation to a small tourist town of Plummerville. However, he soon finds himself in the crosshairs of a corrupt theme park operator, a shady sheriff, and a bloodthirsty crime boss named Lendina. Uh, and yeah, I think overall, the acting's good for the most part. Action's good. Comedy, that's there is fine. I know there are people who think that the action and everything isn't as good as this film, but then again, this film I do think it is better than the second one. But it's a good overall a good movie. Sharon Stone plays Ladina, and I think she does fine in the role. It's just I don't know. Julian in this film, I think he just sort of just worked a bit better. Like the actor who played him did a very good job and was able to sort of elevate a bit of the thinness of his character. He's able to sort of like elevate it very well. Um, Sharon Stone didn't really do that. Now it has been a while since I've seen her in something, so offhand I can't say whether she has been in a bunch of action movies within the last decade or so. Though she usually does quite a lot of drama and stuff. So I mean, but it's like very good actress. You know, very acclaimed and everything. But yeah, I don't know. Everybody, I think it's just you know she just wasn't able to necessarily elevate the material for her character. And granted, characters like this in a film, an action comedy like this, the villains are fairly thin, and she is having a good time, which is good. That kind of helps make some villains very, very memorable. They're having a good time, kind of over the top a bit, which she doesn't really go over the top. There are moments where it's like she kind of is, but then it's also sort of restrained. Also, I don't know. Again, I'd have to really watch it again, I guess, to really uh, really articulate that point better. But I've seen it the one time, and but yeah, very good, very entertaining film. Um, and I saw a review of the film by a Price of Reason, somebody whom I've watched his reviews and thoughts on films, and he mentioned he thought that if like the character was not was actually a man, and like someone like Gary Oldman played the part, it would have been a bit better. Which I do think I do agree with. Of course, Gary Oldman's my favorite actor, so all that, and I'm all aboard there. But then again, the kind of villains he's played over the years, it's like he obviously he has fun with it. He's able to, even some of the villains he's played that are very thin, he's able to just really make something out of it, you know. And I I believe everybody really involved appreciates that about him. And so sometimes they don't always have the he doesn't always have the greatest material, but he just is able to make the most of it. Sharon Stone did not do that, and it's like maybe she just didn't really know exactly how to do so. Um, like direction she might have been given was sort of like uh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with this director and I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try because I've done that before. Obviously, if you've watched my stuff, I no doubt have butchered names. But, so I'm unfamiliar with this director, but he did a fine job. Um, Again, the action's good, acting overall is good. Um, might not be better than this film, but I don't know. It's a fun movie. It's like 89 minutes, so you know, over an hour or close to an hour and a half. You know, if you ever see this, if it's playing in your local theater, apparently it's leaving theaters around here. Yesterday was the last day, but yeah, I just wanted to make this movie or this video, not this movie. I didn't make it. I want to make this video with it still being very fresh in my mind, but also a little time to really process and have things sort of laid out here. They do kind of give a little more for Connie Nielsen to do, and I like that. Um, Again, came out at the beginning of this month, and it's already seemed to be leaving some theaters at least, and that's kind of a sad. Um, it's not a bad film at all. Hopefully, if it's playing near you and you're interested, like you've seen this film, you like it, go give give it a watch. Just expect it to be a pretty much a fun movie. Somebody equated it to like Ghostbusters 2. Not better than the first film, but not all awful. Not one of the worst things you could ever watch in your life. Obviously, Ghostbusters 2 isn't as good as the first one. At least not looked at as good as the first one, or even better. I definitely hold that opinion. Fine film, but not better. I don't really give ratings at all for my videos, but again, I enjoyed this film. It was fun, pretty fun to see the family again coming together and helping take down the bad guys. Um, and it was kind of cool to see Grandpa go on vacation with the whole family, and yeah. Also, his boss, the barber, he's back in this film also. Well, again, I also really liked how at the beginning we could see him doing his various jobs. Hutch's, killing people and everything, and he also has to get something from somebody, and we see how this apparently is supposed to be a very simple thing turns into a huge like bloodbath. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's my overall thoughts on Nobody 2. Fine film. Better than the first film? Not really. But most sequels aren't. Not every sequel is going to be like The Dark Knight or anything like that, or Terminator 2, where you'll see it as better. Obviously, I don't think Empire Strikes Back is better than A New Hope, because A New Hope is my favorite Star Wars film, but I definitely see why people like The Empire Strikes Back more. But still, it's not one of those sequels that is arguably, just as good, if not better than the first. But, again, most sequels aren't. But I don't think it's an awful film, clearly. And I know Bob Odenkirk has said he would love this to be a trilogy. Kind of cool to see what would happen for a third one. And I know I wasn't really talking too much about the overall plot points beyond the general um, uh, gist of the film. But then, if it's still in theaters, wherever you are, it will also then take a while probably for this to come out on Blu-ray and be streaming. At least generally, Universal really does do a good job, at least with their theatrical films. Typically, at least, not like Disney or Warner Brothers, where after a while we'll put it on the streaming service that would fit, like for Disney Plus or Hulu, HBO Max for Warner Brothers, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I will get this when it's out on physical media. Um, Probably won't talk about it again. Because I have a feeling overall my thoughts will probably be the same. I mean, if anything, when I get it, rewatch it, maybe my thoughts on Sharon Stone's uh, portrayal might be a bit different. Maybe it'll improve. But I'll obviously have to wait and see. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. If you've seen this film, do you enjoy it? Do you dislike it? Or are you sort of like me, where you liked it, but it's not better than the first film? It's a fine film. Um, the first one, it was really, really, really good. Um, Saw it like opening weekend, had a fun time, and also Tobey Maguire is an executive producer on this film, just as he was on the first film. So yeah, that's what Tobey Maguire's been doing. He's been producing a lot of stuff within the last decade. So yeah. So if you like Tobey Maguire, but you're wondering why he hasn't been in a lot of movies in the last 10 years or so, well, there's your answer. He's been producing. So anyway, I hope all of you are doing well. Please have a great day and take care, and I'll see you all next time. Um, Also, tomorrow will be I will see Jaws on the big screen again because it's 50 years old. I probably won't do a video about that, or if I do, it might be something else differently. Might be talking about other things, but although I don't know. I'm not planning on it at the moment, but unless, I just had such an amazing time at the theater seeing it, then sure. But yeah, I think I've said enough about Jaws and those films. For the time being, at least. I always loved Jaws, which is also a Universal film, so there you go. Anyway, hope you're all, again, well, and just please have a great day. And a great weekend that's coming up. So, yeah. Hope your summer's been good. So, take care.